England Patriots have been here before, so bettors may feel comfortable playing the player and team proposition bets for Super Bowl 51. With the highest total ever for a Super Bowl, these props take on an additional interest this year. Every prop bet has a certain degree of variance, but if you can isolate the key players and matchups, you should be able to come out ahead on player proposition bets. Looking at the receiving plus rushing yards for James White, this is arguably one of the best proposition bets out there for Super Bowl 51. The nice thing is that this is a low number for James White. White should feature prominently in the offensive game plan. He's probably the best back at picking up the blitz, which means that the New England Patriots will use him a little more in this game. He only had one carry in the first two playoff games, but he was not really needed in that capacity. He had 60 receptions during the regular season, and the fact that he only has 4 in the playoffs seems very curious. One of the players we focused on for Super Bowl 49 was Shane Vereen. Many of the Vereen props came in easy as he had 11 receptions for 64 yards and also 4 carries for 13 yards. Vereen was a focal point of the passing game, and it would be a surprise if the Patriots deviated a lot from that strategy in this game. That situation was a little bit different because the Patriots were going up against the Seattle Seahawks secondary, and it was going to be harder to create space. The Atlanta Falcons allowed the most receptions to running backs with 109. Interestingly, New England tied for the second most with 101. Keep those two tidbits in mind as you look over these prop bets. LeGarrette Blount is a terrible pass catcher, so he will not see a whole lot of third down snaps and may not even see that much work in second and long. On the fast track of NRG Stadium, White should see an elevated snap count. There's probably some value in James White as the first Patriots touchdown at plus 1221 and the first touchdown of the game at plus 2200. Looking at Tom Brady to win the MVP. This isn't necessarily a play, but there's something we want to bring to your attention. Brady is minus 114 to win the MVP. It's a better way to play New England to win the game than to take the minus 150 or minus 160 money line price. If New England wins, the odds are pretty good that Tom Brady wins the MVP. In the last 7 Super Bowls, the MVP has either been the starting quarterback or a defensive player. The last running back was Terrell Davis in Super Bowl 32. It has not been a wide receiver since Super Bowl 43. 7 of the last 10 Super Bowl MVPs have been quarterbacks, so the better deal is betting the quarterback than the team. Betting on Martellus Bennett. There are a few options for Martellus Bennett prop bets that make sense in this game. He's plus 900 to score the first Patriots touchdown and plus 1,520 to score the first game touchdown. He's at plus 135 to score a touchdown anytime during the game. The Falcons allowed 87 receptions on 144 targets to tight ends, and that was the 4th most tight ends target against in the NFL. Bennett's over-under receptions is at 3.5 at plus 115 on over and minus 145 on the under. Yardage is over under 35.5 with the price of minus 130 on the over and plus 100 on the under. Martellus Bennett has been limited by injuries in this postseason, but he's had 2 weeks to rest and prepare. He's a veteran player, so Tom Brady should have a good rapport with him in a big game like this. He was also a good red zone option with 7 touchdowns during the regular season. It's tough to evaluate his full body of work because Rob Gronkowski was around for some of it, and he spent most of the season hobbled. It certainly seems like he's the type of safety valve that Brady will seek out during this game. We normally wind up taking a lot of overs for a secondary or tertiary receiver, and Bennett may be that one for this game. Betting on New England to go over third down conversions. The odds for this prop are certainly interesting, as the Patriots are taking on an Atlanta defense that allowed 41.7% third down conversion rate. That was 5.4 third down conversions per game. 7 seems like a lot of third down conversions, but New England was second best in the NFL at extending drives on the money down with 6.7 conversions per game. Considering Atlanta is near the bottom of the league at getting off the field, this seems to be a good value. If the game plays out like it should with a lot of plays and a lot of points, it's hard to see New England failing to get to 7. For our pick and prediction on this game and every other game this week, and a wealth of free stats and information, check out bangthebook.com.